How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. Also got to put in the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about BNGO, Bionanogenomics. There's a lot of updates I want to give you guys in this video, so let's get to it. So the first thing we got to go over is the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below in the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're considering to take a position, I suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the recent press release. Yes, more changes going on with management, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. And then secondly, we're going to be doing a technical analysis, taking a look at the overall price action. Of course, we're going to have a lot of volatility in the markets this week due to the Fed meeting, and I want to make sure that you guys are prepared. Then we're going to be taking a look at the short interest information. What does this tell us? The overall market sentiment. Is it positive or is it negative? Because depending on what side it's leaning on, we'll see even more volatility when it comes to the overall stock price. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts and as well as some more key details. So we're going to go over a recent press release that came out for Bionanogenomics. So let's go over it. So Bionanogenomics appoints Richard Shippey, former Affymetrix and Illumina and Cradle executive, as its chief business officer. BNGO announced today that Richard Shippey has joined the company as its chief business officer. Richard was one of the transformational leaders at Affymetrix who brought microarrays into the clinics and paved the way for the first FDA-cleared application of microarrays in cytogenetics with the Cytoscan HD array developed by Affymetrix. For Bionano, he will be responsible for leading product strategy, broadening its business into new markets, and strategic expansion of its product and technology portfolios. We are thrilled to welcome Rich to Bionano. He adds a highly complementary skill set to our team as we put in place key pieces intended to accelerate widespread global adoption of the optical genome mapping with our Sapphire system, commented Eric Homlin, PhD and CEO of Bionanogenomics. Rich knows the biological and clinical significance of structural variations and has built his career around bringing the best possible technology for detecting SVs for all sorts of applications to market. We believe his experience at Affymetrix and Illumina has given him the background needed to help Bionano transform the cytogenetics market with OGM, and his experience as a co-founder of Cradle Genomics has given him the entrepreneurial experience as well as the patient and physician perspective needed to recognize what we do with OGM matters in patient lives. Richard has over 2 decades of experience in life sciences focused on healthcare. He co-founded and led commercial operations at Cradle Genomics, which is the leader in developing non-invasive prenatal tests based on analysis of intact cells. Prior to Cradle, he was the senior director of strategic product marketing and reproductive and genetic health at Illumina, where he led the product strategy and management for pre-implementation testing, prenatal testing, and also chromosomal microarray and postnatal genetic disease testing. As a senior director of product marketing at Affymetrix, he partnered with the global cytogenomics community to launch Cytoscan, the market-leading CMA product and the only FDA-cleared whole genome copy number analysis platform. He also oversaw the launch of OncoScan for solid tumor analysis. Now, as far as Richard's thoughts, I'm extremely enthusiastic about becoming a part of Bionano. I'm grateful to Eric and the Bionano board for this unique opportunity. I believe my entire career that genome structure and SVs are the drivers of biology and pathology in ways that are more significant than single nucleotide variants. What has limited our ability in research and medicine to harness and exploit SVs has been the technology to detect them. Arrays are limited in the scope of SVs they can detect. Sequencing, even long-read sequencing, is not able to address SVs either. I believe OGM has the potential to transform our understanding of SVs and the way in which they are analyzed in the clinic by providing a better solution that is substantially more efficient to use, which can in turn improve patient lives. So this is definitely a great update to see from Bionano. We see they're constantly making improvements in regards to overall management, which we covered in our most recent video. So seeing them continuing to do this, they are definitely going in the right direction, and it's part of the reasons why Bionano Genomics continues to be one of my high conviction plays, and I do see a lot of potential for this company in the future. We'll be doing a technical analysis for BNGO Bionano Genomics. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $7.37, being down 5.75%. On the low, it tested $7.31, and then on the high, testing $8.02. And from what we could see going down inside the post market, it is at $7.95. So the chart we're going to be using is the 1-year daily chart. So let's see how it's lining up with our indicators. So we can see there's strength above the 200-day, the 21-day EMA, but of course right now we are below the 100-day. If we take a look at the RSI down below, it is right around 57. Of course, it was on a run prior, showing a lot of strength, being in that overbought territory. So we have a healthy pullback that is going on. But of course, this is being accelerated with the volatility we have in the market for this week. So what do I want to see from BNGO? So if it decides to pull back even further, I want to see how well this $7 level does decide to hold up. If it gets down to the $7 level, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to be adding to my position. But it's showing some strength going down inside the after hours. Of course, we can't just depend on those particular times in regards to pre-market and all of that. But for the most part, I just want to see $7 hold up. If it does decide to end up breaking, you already know I'm loading the boat. We also want to take into consideration of the fact BNGO, we want to see it have some strength above $8. So this is easily can be reclaimed as far as for this week if the trend starts to reverse and begins to look bullish again, which I'd want to look forward to because I could see it coming back here and being well above the 100-day at $8.21. But of course, we're going to have to be patient, see how that turns out. When it had its previous run up back on June the 8th, it ended up hitting a level of 914 before it just got hit with a lot of selling pressure. So revisiting this area would be something that I would really like to see. And then if it ends up getting some more buying pressure and gets to around this 933 level, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some even more room to the upside, hitting this next level of resistance right here around 981 and essentially getting to $10. So we're on Fintel. We're going to take a look at the most recent short interest for BNGO Bionano Genomics. So the short volume ratio is at 17%, and this is taking the close as of June the 14th, which was yesterday. To put this in perspective, out of 18 million shares that were traded, 3 million of these shares were actually sold short. When we take a look at the short shares availability, it is at 500,000, and we take a look at the short ball free rate, it is at 1.63%. Taking a look at the history of the short volume ratio, being at 16.62 is actually not too bad. We can see on the 11th, it was at 17.91. So we do have some shorts who have been covering their positions. But one thing to do keep in mind, I would love to see it go back down to this area here at 12.70, which we saw here back on June the 9th. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for from BNGO. We know there's a lot of volatility in this stock. You've seen there's been a lot of fluctuations in its overall price, but of course my conviction remains the same. So if you're able to get it at a cheaper price and be able to ride that profit when we get to those price targets, then hey, it presents a great opportunity here. So for my final thoughts for BNGO Bionano Genomics, anyone that was looking to get into this play and wanted to get that pullback, keep this on your watch list. Can it pull back further? Possibly. And if it does, I want to make sure you guys are able to pounce on it. But make sure you do your homework and as well as your due diligence, because this stock does come with a lot of volatility. One thing that I love that I'm seeing from Bionano Genomics, the changes in management. So we know that they recently hired a chief commercial officer. Now they recently hired a chief business officer. They're really making sure they have those pieces in place. And as far as the experiences that they bring, I could see so much more potential and upside upside for the Sapphire system to be adopted by many more institutions and as far as healthcare facilities. So taking all of this into consideration, Bionano Genomics is really setting themselves up for the future and is the reason why I have a lot of high conviction. When we took a look at the short interest information, yes, it has improved. The market sentiment has been looking more positive for BNGO, but it does fluctuate and we've seen it being better in the past. So be aware of that and do know that this is going to be coming with a lot of volatility. When we looked at the analyst price targets not too long ago, it was around $12. We've seen this stock pull back all the way into the $5 range. So just looking at the potential in regards to upside and so forth, and depending on how long you want to hold this stock, hey, I see a lot of upside and it's part of the reasons why I shared on this channel. And then the other thing to also remind you guys of, BNGO is actually going to be going into the Russell 3000 index. So it's going to be getting a lot more attention from overall institutions. So I would definitely be keeping it on your radar because there's so much potential for this company and I can't wait to see what unfolds further. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll be talking real soon.